Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. If you're a subscriber, welcome back. Everyone pull you up a chair, have a seat. Let's take a few minutes. I'm going to discuss today SoFi Bank. SoFi Bank is a bank that's been around for several years now. It began as a student loan type organization, I believe somewhere around, the Northeast section of our country. It's grown, it's expanded, it's all over the place. It's not a brick and mortar bank. Today's video, I'm going to go over some of the pros and cons of SoFi Bank. I've talked about SoFi Bank on several of my videos, and I wanted to be able to explain kind of why I feel like it's worthwhile to check into SoFi Bank. So if you're new here, I would appreciate hit that little subscribe button. Give me a like, everyone, if you will. It really helps the channel. Channel's grown somewhere in the ballpark of 150. I'm just a random YouTube guy. Some of this is information I'm just wanting to share with you, want to provide, want to hold myself accountable. It seems to help whenever I do these videos with my own financial well-being and my family's. So I really appreciate everyone tuning in. It's awesome. I did a deep dive with SoFi, lots of notes. It took a lot of time, but that being said, I'm not going to go into the minutia. Just want to be able to be helpful and provide some information. I am not a financial advisor. This is Stephen Howard's take on this. Please do your own due diligence, if you will. And with that being said, let's go ahead and get started today. Okay, guys, let's go ahead and get started here. I always like bad news first, or we'll call it cons in this case. So as much as I tend to enjoy SoFi, I think they've done me right. I think they're a pretty good bank for online. There are, well, I'll get into the pros in a sec. One con, though, that really sticks out is it's not a brick and mortar. You can't walk in the bank. You can't have a discussion. You can't go over any issues you may have. They do offer some, they have a call-in center for concerns, complaints, issues that may arise. I haven't had an issue yet, any problems so far. One also con, I don't believe they offer 24/7. I think they're more of a Monday through Friday and maybe some hours on Saturday as far as like customer service call-in center. The obvious glaring thing with SoFi that stands out as a con is that, as well as the fact that, which this is the case with lots of online banks and lots of brick and mortar banks, they offer very, very little in the form of a savings account percentage, what your return is on your savings. They do have vaults, which you can consider as basically sinking funds. You can have multiple savings accounts, so to speak, you call it files. Think of, you got one massive savings account, but you can further break it down and put, a percentage of money in maybe your auto insurance, a certain percentage into your household issues that may come up. They offer little vaults like that, so you can keep track of your money a little bit better, which is very helpful. They don't have they have an investment service. I'll talk about it in a sec. They do not offer, whenever you go to that platform, does not seem to be as much information as, say, a Webull would have, as far as, looking at debt to income ratio, the PE, the PEG, all that information, the financials, as far as like what you would find on a Webull platform or Fidelity or something like that, doesn't seem to be quite as much information. Now, as for the pros, they do, like any other bank, they have, they're FDIC insured up to $250,000 for what you have in the account. They do offer fractional shares, which is important if you want to invest in a big, huge growth company like, say, Amazon, which is like outrageous how much it costs per share. You can buy little fractional shares, which is helpful instead of, instead of having to buy and unload a whole share. Tesla the other day was trading, or it might have been yesterday even, was around $1,900. Now, of course, they're splitting their stock, which is going to be helpful to smaller investors like myself. But we're always going to have these massive companies are going to be exorbitant how much it costs to buy a share. It's very helpful to be able to buy a fractional share. Another pro is that they have, and I'm going to go through and show you some of the features that they have, as far as when you scroll down on their platform. They have webcasts, they have all kinds of information as far as like budgeting. They have podcasts that you can go on. They have a blog. They have all kinds of events that you can do. They have cash back offers, and as recently as last month, I believe I got 3% off my Netflix. They offer a cash back on DoorDash. They have all kinds of features like that. I believe I saw something where I could press a button, and if I spent money at Burger King, I get a percentage back, which is pretty cool because I'm all about saving some money, as we all know. The checking account is free. They offer free checks, which is great. Which I'm really not too big on writing checks anymore, but it does sometimes come up. I don't know that I've written, since I've banked with them, maybe 2 checks. It is helpful. It can be helpful. The ATMs, you're reimbursed. How many times have we gone to an ATM, gotten out $60, $100, $40, whatever, and had to pay for an ATM fee? They're going to reimburse you that, which I love. I don't go to ATMs often, but when I do, really, really nice to be able to get a little bit of cash back, instead of just unloading. I find that their actual money app is useful. Like I said, they have budgeting things, and it's called a Relay. It's very easy to swap money over from different places. I find that, the actual money cash account is pretty easy to navigate, can be very helpful. So we'll get into, like, I want to literally show you some of the, some of the other features, the blogging, the podcast, the webcast, that kind of thing. Okay, guys, this is the SoFi 500 financial portfolio here. I did want to take a sec just to show you this, because this is one of the reasons that I have a SoFi account. We do have 10 top holdings I wanted to show you. Of course, it's heavily invested in Amazon and Apple, Microsoft. Can't go wrong with Berkshire Hathaway. Known companies have been here a while. This is an attempt to mimic the S&P 500, the SoFi 500 hence, and I have seen growth in the ballpark of 20%. Been investing since roughly February. Right now, my gains, I'm ahead $20, which is not a huge amount. That kind of gives you a ballpark idea where I'm at in my investment with them. But I've certainly seen growth, and I point this out because a lot of times I discuss ETFs. This is an example of an ETF that, is fairly stable, seeing growth. It's not as risky as some other investments that you could partake of in individual stocks. This is, a lot of people ask me where to put my money. I discuss ETFs. Want to be able to just kind of show you one. With that being said, one benefit, repeating that is of SoFi is you can, jump into this. Currently, there's no fees, and also there's actually a 1.32% dividend, which is also, I'm very happy with. I don't know if in the future they intend on having a fee. I'm sure at some point they will, but wanted to be able to show you that. We'll get back into the regular account though. Okay, so last but not least, I wanted to quickly go through the SoFi features as far as like the web services, the trainings, those kind of things. And it's amazing. You just kind of scroll through this, and it has a variety of features. We have here refers for SoFi loans. You can help people get a loan, and you get a little kickback there. Member benefits. It's going to show you can make an appointment, and they'll talk to a lot about their services, what they offer, what they have. Budgeting goals, using the mobile deposit, information regarding that. Setting goals can be very helpful. The investing, you can go in there, it's an article, read how your portfolio and about diversification. They have a podcast, which is, I listen to that. It's like Monday through Friday, going to tell you about the markets, how they're doing, financials, that kind of business there. It gets into a little politics sometimes. The calendar, claims, you get some economic insights there. Financial tools that you can use, a loan calculator. We get into momentum stocks, top movers. You can explore stocks there. It goes into your investment account. This is a little thing we're talking about member events that are going on and things that are upcoming. Cash back offer. Apparently there's a bonus if you have your employer direct deposit 500 or more, you get 75. I talked about that. Gonna leave a link in the description. Use it, don't use it. If you have another YouTuber or a friend that you would prefer to use, not gonna hurt my feelings, just letting you know that's an option there. $75 for opening, direct deposit 500 or more. There's investing in the last 30 days. We've talked about fractional shares as an option with SoFi, which is awesome. You can partner here, tackle financial goals. I think this is a great feature. You can actually talk to a financial advisor, make an appointment, talk to them. Good stuff there. Good stuff all around. Very beneficial, very helpful. There's the self-care one, casino companies, a little article about, the gambling, DraftKings, PIN. You can buy crypto on SoFi. You get your first $25 of Bitcoin when you open. And here's auto investing, which is very helpful. I've talked numerous times about how it's important to invest to get started. Well, automatic deposit into your investment, it kind of ensures that you're going to invest. It helps you to dollar cost average into your preferred stock or stocks. Talks about mortgage rates and mortgage calculators. They do mortgages. All kinds of articles, all kinds of features. Here's a calendar of events. There's a SoFi community, tell you about member stories. I'm just kind of perusing through here, showing you guys all this information, all these options. It really is, overall, I went through the pros and cons. I think overall it's more pros than cons. Currently, 0.25% interest is not much on a money account. In the future, I really expect that that's going to go up. Cashback offers, of course, I've experienced with Netflix. My bill's somewhere in the neighborhood of $16. I get $3 back. Disney Plus, same thing. Instacart. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I believe there's a lot of great benefits to banking with SoFi. I hope that I've done it justice and pointed out, like, overall. Again, I'm not a financial advisor or anything like that, but I did want to be able to point out that I believe that, it not being a brick and mortar, you can walk into the bank. They are easy to work with. I've never had a concern or a complaint. So, again, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope you'll take a sec to subscribe if you haven't already. Tell a friend, tell a neighbor. And again, I hope everyone has a good rest of the week. Thanks for watching, and everyone have a good, blessed day.